friends, it's Allison from AJ's Inspired Life, and it is June, which means we get to go back and look at May in my fauxbonichi. So this, for those of you that follow me regularly, is my big green monster. It is getting ginormous, okay? And I've said it many times, it was supposed to be a year. It had numbered pages up to 300. My goal right now is to do 6 months. So let's see if we can get through May very quickly here. This is the first day of May. I made a little pocket out of like plastic and put some different tabs in here. I didn't fill this out. This is like things in May you celebrate. I actually still need to go fill that out, like Mother's Day and, you know, things we did. These are my monthly goals. So I need to go in and check, like finish that off and finish, you know, how I did. Here is a sweet happy mail tag, I believe from Laura. It might be from Kristie, I'm not too sure. And I did some journaling on the back and another Project Life card with journaling. And then currently, like this was out of like a happy planner, an old one. And so I did put some dates on here. And so I tucked all those in, and then I'll go in and finish that kind of up now that the month is over. So I just, you know, kind of did a little note about the month. And this was a little book that came out of one of my magazines that I really liked about food and nourishing yourself. And so I taped it in there, cut it up and taped it in there. All right. The second is Thursday. Let me make sure I have you in frame. Yeah. Okay. And I just kind of like write about my day, obviously. Little stickers from different sticker books, tags that I've gotten from Happy Mail, or little bits of ribbon. I believe this is from Sweet Kristie. I just, you know, am writing. So it says a good class at the gym. This was my to-do list. So like gym, work, doctor's appointment, carpool, like I put a half a check if I got some of it done. So I didn't get all my work notes done, but most of it. I filmed and journaled, little cleat for carpool, nap time. I put that my boy turned in his research paper and asked to come home early to take a nap. He has just been pushing so hard. If you had watched my last one, like staying up and all that kind of stuff. And he, you know, yes. So I said, yes, come home and take a nap. So MRI results today. I'm trying to figure out which MRI this is. There's a few of us that have had MRIs. This looks like it was on my knee. Oh no, this was on my daughter's shoulder. So they called in another specialist to look at that, and they want to start her on cortisone shots before we go into another surgery. And so after school, took my daughter, we went to Panda Express because I don't know, it's a bad habit, I know, but she had like kind of the emotional day with the MRI and like all that kind of stuff. And then anyway, so I took her to Panda Express as, you know, I don't know, feel better. This is a sweet happy mail. I cannot remember. I want to say from Laura. It might be from Kristie. And I got, right here, sweet happy mail from Kristie. So these must have been both in Kristie's book. So thank you, thank you. I just love using all that stuff. And then I made a tag here. This is one of her circle stickers with her mandala on it, which I just love. So I put that in there. Friday the 3rd. I gained a pound, and I put, how is that? Like my eating's been on track. Even right here, it says my eating's been on track. Anyway, it is what it is. So, gym, I put up a pound, but I'm down in body fat percentage. So obviously that's my goal. My husband and I took our daughter to the airport. She's off to Utah, and this was like a happy planner sticker. She turned her can'ts into cans and dreams into plans. So this is a little paper doll I made based off of the Paper Society, Kristie Tomlinson. She has a she girl, something workshop. And I did these a while ago, and I was like, I just feel like making another one. So kind of got out some scrapbook paper and tried that again. She's not great, but I just kind of like them. So the boy headed up to the regatta with his team, hoping to qualify for nationals here. And then my husband and I hit the road after a short day at work and headed up and had dinner with my aunt and uncle, who are up by where the regatta actually is. So we had dinner with them, and then we got ready to watch the regatta. Since our daughter's gone out of state, we were both able to go. Usually we divide and conquer, as many of you, do. Oh, I put this here because that's my work day at my office. Saturday is the 4th. We went to a new coffee shop up there, a local one, obviously. Little note here, the boys sailed really well. They were in second place at the end of the day, which is all they needed to go to nationals. So I put fingers crossed. And then my daughter had a tough game against Idaho today. It ended in a tie, and it's not what they wanted. They often continue to play to the level of their opposition. So that was just a little frustrating. And then this is the background, and then this is a piece of like watercolor paper that I just did some extra art on, and then I glued that whole thing down right there. This is where we ate, I guess, that night. My husband and I had a great night out. We helped one of the young coaches with a tow truck and everything. So we actually didn't go to dinner with the team parents. The kids go one way, the parents go the other way. We actually didn't go to eat with them because we went and helped the coach with her car. So we had a great dinner, just the three of us. She's a lovely young girl, just a really, really neat person. So, and then I put this here because it's May the 4th, and that's Star Wars Day, and it's so a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. We didn't really do much to celebrate Star Wars Day, but that was that. All right, Sunday, May 5th, same thing. So my daughter had soccer. What did I put there? Really hard game. They had their first loss of the season. So this is just all in a Project Life card that I had. And so I just journaled about that. Really hard game, like tears and crying, and it's hard when you're not there. This is a sweet sticker from Kristie Biddleson again with her mandalas. It's beautiful and it's textured. I don't know if it shows up. It's just stunning. And then we had a really hard day on the water with my son's team. It was horrible. They were in second place, and literally like the last race of the day, they blew it and they didn't make it to nationals. It was really bad. So I put happy, and then I put not. It was a tough day for sports in my family. So there's some parking tickets from our weekend, and just, you know, some fodder. This is from our hotel. This was the coffee thing from our hotel, which I thought was kind of cute. And then I put this little stamp of this girl because she's not happy. So not going to nationals. And I just put so proud of both my kids and their character. So, all right, Monday the 6th, we go back and I kind of just put little Project Life cards, if you will, in there. I noted about the gym. I put quality time. I said the kids drove home together since neither of them had sports practice tonight, and they stopped and got an ice cream together. And I just love that they take that time together and do that sort of thing. And my husband went back to work today. He's super tired, but he's super tired. Lucky he got to come home a little early, and he doesn't have to go back the next day until noon. My bell pepper stickers. And then just journal. I watched YouTube and Netflix and all that kind of good stuff. All right. So Tuesday the 7th, my to-do list. I paid bills. Today, this was my son's AP physics test today. And I went to the eye doctor before work because they're like, oh, it'll be 20 minutes or half an hour. You know, your eyes will be dilated, but you'll be fine. So, you know, here's the fun glasses they give you to drive home. I just made that into a flip through. And I just kind of made a note here, and not big changes to my eyes. I did get a new prescription, but that's fine. So I had to go order glasses after that and didn't do that day. But I put my eyes were dilated like literally all day, and I had a headache, and I put no, they were dilated all day, and I had the worst headache. So it was... It was just bad. I shouldn't have gone to work that day. I don't know why it affected me as much as it did, but I did not feel well after that. So I didn't pick up tonight because practice was early. So normally I work late. As you guys know, if you see my videos, I work late on Tuesdays. My child gets in carpool, and then she stays an extra. So she stays till 9 usually. And tonight she didn't have the extra practice, so she got to ride in carpool. So I got to come home, which is nice. All right, the next day is the 10th. Is that right? No, it is not. The next day is the 8th. I try and just put a note about work. I just worked 9 to 3. I had a new intake today. A beautiful card. This one is from Laura. I know that. my animal sticker from the Muppets. It says, "I need coffee now." And I just put beautiful card from Laura. And I just love our crafting community. Like I always say on here, best life and good workout at the gym. And my husband brought my daughter. Oh, I went to the gym and my husband drove her to the gym to meet me. And then I drove her out to soccer this night. I remember that night. All right, the next day is Thursday, May 9th. I wrote it up the side. I was at a training all day on drugs, basically, and mental health. I made an envelope. I put, this was a fun thing. My daughter, who's in high school, so they rarely ask me for anything anymore at all. So she needed some help making a scrapbook for a book project, basically. And so she needed like my supplies and kind of, wanted, so I sat up at the kitchen table with her and she really didn't want my opinion, quite honestly, but, we did make, one of her things was she had to write a letter from the character, that sort of thing. And so I let her use my envelope board to make envelopes. And so then I made one for here. And I put a little note in here about that. And this was a fun Project Life card that kind of looks like an old composition book, but I obviously wrote on it this way. But so I thought that was kind of fun. But so I put an envelope in here that just reminded me that that's the project she was working on that day. And then got home in time to take my daughter out to soccer and then help with homework. So again, these are just normal days. I sometimes don't have anything really to write except our normal schedule. Like I go to work, the kids go to school, my husband goes to work, we drive carpool, we pick up, we do whatever. Sometimes it involves the dog. Sometimes I write in here like we picked up Buddy or not, but it's just our daily life. Again, Friday the 10th, a little positive quote for the day. I went to the gym 5:30 because I just had to get it in and that was my only time I could do that. Took my daughter to her orthopedic today, met with 2 doctors. They're going to give her a shot of cortisone. I got new coffee or ended my coffee, whatever. So this is the bag from it. And then I made a little tag that goes in there. And this was the day we had our open house at work. So it was nice. We had ordered way too much food, but because we had it catered. But anyway, so that was a good day. Saturday the 11th. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my daughter and I obviously went to Burgers. Oh, and then to the thrift store on the way home from soccer. So Saturday's the day, like usually my free eating day or whatever. So I put gratitude card here, a little sticker from, obviously we went to Goodwill that day. And these are Project Life cards. So this is a happy face. The girls won today, 7-0. They wanted to win by an 8-point differential to make it to their level of nationals that they wanted to go to, but we'll see. And the boy continues to amaze me with his character. He went and trained with the team that made it to nationals, even though he didn't. And he went because, they only send so many teams from each region. So he went to train with the other team that made it from our region, not the team that knocked him out, but the team in first place, to help them, to better them, to race against them, to, and to also learn on his own, obviously. But I admire his character because there's often days that I'm like, I don't know if I would have done that. So I really honor that in him. So I put here, can you see this? We got invited to a barbecue, which was really, really fun. And I kind of made a friend, if you will, a contact that I'm hoping works out for my daughter to babysit and that sort of thing. So, so gratitude seemed really appropriate for that day. I'm very grateful for everything we have going on. All right, Sunday the 12th was Mother's Day. This was one of the cards that I got from my kids. We had a very relaxing day. Well, not really. Like, we had a very non-eventful day. How about that? I cleaned. But it was just like the day that we had to do it. I don't know. So this was just a Project Life card I had. And then in here, we ended up, when my husband got home and my son got home and all this kind of stuff, I put some things in here about Mother's Day and my card and everything like that. We ended up having a nice dinner and sitting on the beach and that sort of thing. So, and taking pictures. So that was a great day. All right, Monday was the 13th. I went to the gym and then I went to the market straight after. Monday's usually my day to like stay home, do whatever. I often meal prep on Monday. when the family's not home and everything, because I hate to take up that time if they're home, and I don't work on Mondays. But I put like, where did it go? Where did the day go? I think I have one of these pages every month. I'm like, I get so sidetracked sometimes, or there's just stupid things to do throughout the day, and I feel like the whole day's gone. So it just says I was home from 10 to 2. I just caught up on laundry and dishes and the internet, and it was time to go pick up, after school, and then head to soccer. So our trash schedule changed, and it's like crazy. So it was going to be 2 days a week. It's now since changed to 1 day a week again. But so we were trying to figure out what trash goes out what day. So that was Monday. The 15th, my girl had soccer tryouts, and my boy had his last AP exam. And so this was a little bit of stress in our house, needless to say. I made a pocket out of some of either my paper or Elizabeth's dyed paper. I don't know. It came unglued. This is the back to one of the stickers that Kristie sent. I'll just re-glue it on. How about that? And so I put that in there, and then I put some work notes. I made a pocket and then put some work notes in here. A full day of work for my husband and a full day of work for me. And then we went to tryouts. So Wednesday the 15th, halfway through the month, I had a great day at work, good sessions, paperwork's done, yay. And I put day 2 out of 3. So I'm switching my work schedule and going to be at this office now 3 days a week. And so Wednesday, I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at this office now. So I've been making herbal tea every night or every 2 days or so. My boy is loving it. I'm drinking lots of tea. It's getting warmer out. I got my last order from Fabletics, so I put that little sticker in there. And, I'm sorry, I said I made my final order today from Fabletics. I'm trying to be more responsible with money, and just frustrated because it was one of those things you signed up for monthly, and then I kind of like lost track of it or whatever. So I had a credit, so I had to go spend the credit. So anyway, that's done. So that was my last order. I used a Starbucks bag. I don't think I went to Starbucks today, but I probably just had it on my desk. I put tryouts. This is from my water. I know I just made this tag. It's kind of weird. I don't know. A little thing. Again, my boy went down to Olympia to help the other team out. This is a tag. And then I wrote some stuff on the back, some private journaling on the back about the day and the tryouts and all that kind of stuff. Next day is Thursday. This is a Dollar Tree sticker that I'm not really happy with. I thought it was cooler than it was. And when I got it home, it just, I don't know. But so I made these dots to kind of go with it and put them all over the page. This is some of the dyed composition paper. Both of these tags, I just cut that strip and made those. And then I just journaled about my day and changes. And I just put starting work on Thursdays. My husband is super stressed. Super stressful shifts for him, trying to make changes for down the line. I'm so happy he has found his niche. He continues to push limits and ideas and reach goals. So he's just making some major changes kind of in his industry. It's pretty cool. I have this in here. I'm not too sure if I was going to put it on there. I'll have to go back and see. Again, the boy he went up to Seattle today and practiced on a different kind of boat, hoping to qualify for nationals in that. And my daughter had her first practice tonight with the new teammates team. She made the same team. A few of the girls did not, so there's a new dynamic there. Friday the 17th, gym, good class. So I signed up. So I had signed up for 6 weeks. If you've been following me, I used to go to the gym. Used to go to one gym. They moved. My contract was up, so I stopped. So I've been gym shopping again and signed up for 6 weeks at a gym I used to go to a couple years ago. And then now my 6 weeks will be ending, and they're starting a new 6-week challenge, which is actually like a gym competition. So I went ahead and signed up for that. So I want to see who is on my team, because they just assign you, and there's teams of 4. So they just assign you. So so I put here, I pre-prepped this page, and I was supposed to go to the mail today and mail Happy Mail, and I did not. Because it's like this girl blowing this paper airplane, and anyway, and I put, and now this awesome picture's stuck on my page. So much for pre-planning. So I won't be doing that again. I will just leave it in there, or maybe like tape it with some, washi that's not very sticky. But anyway, so I was bummed because I really liked this picture and my mail did not get sent out this day. So I went to Costco and ordered my glasses and sunglasses. I said, I feel like the Bernstein Bear story. Do you guys remember that one? It was like my new hat or whatever. And, he tries on 100 hats and he ends up wanting the same one he walked in with, basically. But I'm looking forward to my new glasses. I put some glasses washi down here. And I put a quote here. It says, you must be a sailor before you are a captain. Because that applies to my boy. And let's see. Oh, and so I ended up, this is a work day also. It's not even on here. That's why there's not much on here. My boy had his sail party for the end of the year and he won the trophy from the coaches. And gosh, Allison, he won the coaches trophy, which is kind of the overall, whatever good award that he was kind of hoping for. And then he also was voted most competitive, which was just funny. So, because he is, and he was really frustrated with how they finished. And anyway, so, Saturday was the 18th. We hit the gym early this morning with my girlfriend who I just love, and we don't get enough time together. And so we then went to coffee a little bit afterwards. And then we headed out to soccer. Tough loss today against a critical team and our crosstown rival, if you will, and my daughter's friend, and just all that. This is always a hard game emotionally for the girls on both sides, and really critical bad call, really, that ended in a PK against my daughter. So it just she played well, but we lost. So that was a tough day. And so we went to lunch on our way home when we got Subway, and my little sticker here says I can't even. So I did not go. I was supposed to go to a dinner tonight for girls going to Dallas for the Thrive, and it just did not work out because the timing of it and all this kind of stuff. I was hoping to get her home in time, and it was like an hour away, so I didn't get to go to that. Kind of bummed about that. I just put free eating all day. We ended up watching Netflix together. Here's my horoscope for the day. Oh, and this is what happened. So my husband got sick. There's a little vomit emoji for those of you who can't see it. That's what happened. So we were both supposed to go to this. My husband was going to bring her home and I was going to go to the dinner. And my husband literally was throwing up and he couldn't even go to the game. So that obviously changed the whole day. That's what happened there. All right, Sunday, I put, what the heck is going on? The girls lost again in soccer. So they had been undefeated all season. And then we've had 3 really bad games. So whatever. It just was unbelievable. Again, they lost their bid to go to nationals. So they were in the top ranking teams to go to nationals, and now they're not. So they will go down into the next division, if you will. And they're the top placed team in that division. But there was just no other word for it. We literally were like, it was just unbelievable. I mean, it was just, all the plans have already been made and everything. Unfortunately, the tournament's in the same place and dates. So them being in like bracket 1, in this cup versus this cup doesn't change the travel because they're flying out of state for like 5 days. So it just was really frustrating. The girls were just really, really devastated. This was a tough day emotionally. Hard to be a mom and watch your kids kind of go through that. It's good character building, but it's not good. So we went and grabbed tacos and went to the thrift store really quickly, my daughter and I, and home for relaxing and getting ready for the week, prepping. And this is just like a little bit of a glitter. I don't know if it says never give up. And I put some kind of, I don't know, sparkle on there. All right, Monday the 20th. This is a doily that I had painted. I don't know if I guess it shows up a little bit. So did that. I got my workout in. Oh, and then I went and got my nails done, which I'm kind of liking. It's just gel, so my nails are growing, which is nice because they don't if I don't have something on them, except for that one came off. But anyway, the boy had his well check today, which he doesn't normally do because he's my healthy kid. And yeah, so I put he's my healthy child. The doctor found a concern, and so we needed to go get an ultrasound with that. And it just tough day. So I put my mom game is strong. So we'll take care of it, but praying hard. So that was A little bit of that. And then my husband went to the sailing parent meeting tonight, looking forward to next season. So they're already starting prep for the summer season and for fall team racing. Tuesday the 21st was a good day at work. Interesting stuff. I just, again, put a note there. I Mod Podged this in. This is a napkin. And then I hit the 6 o'clock class at the gym, feeling strong. Quote for the day is, be the best version of you. My daughter went to an ID camp today for Washington State soccer, so she had a great time. My husband actually ended up taking her because I worked all day and it was like an hour away or something. So he got off work and took her. So yeah, she really enjoyed it and felt confident about how she played, and she's looking forward to going to another one this summer. Wednesday the 22nd, this is a pad of paper I showed you guys in a few videos ago. It had like different journaling boxes and stuff. So on a silly day where I really just don't have that much stuff, I just used it as a huge journaling pad. Not much to say about that day. Thursday the 23rd, gym, notes. I took the boy for his ultrasound and then had lunch with him. And I'm just always grateful for our quality time together. It's hard with a teenage boy sometimes, and you know, he's legitimately busy, as am I. And so it was nice to just be able to sit down with him and chat. I got some laundry done apparently. And my husband's just working so hard. Oh, he started fixing the deck. He's never stops working. He's such an amazing provider. So this night I got caught up on journaling. Got some crafting done after I picked up Shelby from school. I made a bunch of budgeting envelopes. I don't know, we're starting, well, I've done it a little bit before, but I'll do, I guess, a separate video on that. But I made a bunch of, I'll show you really quickly. I made a bunch of money envelopes for cash, right? If you're going to do a cash budget or whatever, or for sinking funds, we'll use these more for our sinking funds or for blow money, if you call it that, whatever, depending. So anyway, I made those. So that was super fun. So I like to, you know, try the new things and create a little bit there. That was fun. All right, Friday the 24th. This was my note about like kind of eBay. I was kind of bummed. I ordered some stuff and I just know better. They were both items of clothing and I'm not happy with them. Like they just, whatever, they look different. Like the material looks different online and whatever. It just doesn't seem to look like it did. So I'm just bummed, but whatever. That's just me buying online stuff. I went to the gym, progress, not perfection. I did work. It was a short day. I'm terming clients at my private practice as I transition over to my other office, basically full time. So I value the journey so very much that my clients allow me to go on with them, and I want very much for them to be as okay as we end our journey together. So some of them are terming, some of them are transferring, you know, it's just, so these are really tough days for me actually, this last month or so. So I just put lots of emotion here, and for my clients. So, Saturday the 25th is, a fun day. This was my cheat day. Obviously this is another sticker, another from Kristie, a beautiful one up here. I did a 12-mile ruck today and with 20 pounds in my pack, and it was great. I just loved it. I love rucking, and it's something kind of new I found, so I thought that was pretty cool. The boy, so this is the third note. So the second note is the boy bought a new boat today, and he's super excited. So he and my husband drove down, looked at it, it was listed, and then put it on the top of his car and drove that sucker home. So he was super stoked. And as soon as he got home, he wanted to clean out the garage, of course, and the hallway closet to make room for his stuff that was in the garage and just reorganize everything. So, of course, it's not all his stuff. It's my stuff. It's all my craft stuff, right? Not all my craft stuff, but old boxes of stuff. So I found like this old box of negatives, which was so funny, you guys, because I mean, my kids know we didn't have digital cameras when my kids were born. And so there was boxes of these. And so I just thought, how cool. So we were kind of like holding them up to the light in the window and looking at them. So I thought that was fun. I don't really know what to do with all of them at this point, but you know. Okay, Sunday the 26th. This is the back to like envelopes, this whole paper back here. So just like opening up the envelope and like, right? You can see, I think this is where the window was. This is the other, oh no, here's, I don't know. Anyway, you guys get the gist of it. Here's part of it, here's part of it, here's part. Okay, so I just used it as a pocket, slept in, worked downstairs in purging. The boy went sailing in his new boat. My husband went out in the chase boat to just make sure they're okay, you know. Oh my gosh, and then I took the kids to run errands to the mall because it was Memorial Day weekend. Everyone's like, sale, sale, like find good deals. No, we don't find any good deals. We spent entirely too much money, but that's okay. The kids needed some stuff. So, and then we went to Target to get, you know, kind of household stuff or whatever, and soap or whatever. And we ended up eating at Target, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Bad mom award right here. But my kids were fine. They're totally happy. We had like their pizza, I think, or whatever they have there. I don't know. So, this is an old flower. As I'm going through my stuff, I'm just like, I'm going to use it up. So I put this flower on here, and then this is another flower on top. And then this was a stamp I had. It says, headed into Target. See you at about, see you at $150. So yeah, that's about right. All right, this was Monday, which was Memorial Day, and these are just hexagons I've punched out. I lifted, I was going to say stole, but lifted this idea out of my old planner, which was, what, a Webster's or I don't even remember, but it has that hexagon style in the beginning of the month where you put your goals and like all that kind of stuff. So I kind of lifted that page that way. And so just put little things. So I did Murph workout today, which is a mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then another mile run. So this is my third year I've done it. We made ribs and corn for dinner, and my husband worked on the deck, and the boys sailed. I still was working on cleaning and purging, and no, I'm not done. And, my daughter worked on cleaning out her room and rearranging all her furniture, so she's doing that again. So that was kind of a fun day. We didn't really do anything spectacular, but it was a good day. All right, Tuesday the 28th, worked 9 to 4, value your wellness, kind of my work quote for the day. Left work, headed to the gym. My daughter had practice she rode in carpool. I ran to the market after the gym to get the rest of the meal prep for the week. My husband had a work day, no breaks for him. This was a fun day. So, I was very, very involved in our PTA, back home in California, and, the current president, was receiving a special award this year. And so the current board asked me if I would be a speaker to speak at her awards ceremony. And obviously I can't be there. And so they asked if I could like FaceTime in or whatever. And I wasn't able to because I was at work. So I sent like a letter. I sent an email letter to have them read for her. So I felt very honored. I don't know if you can see that here. I just put, feeling honored today to be able to speak for her. She was a big part of the years I was there and my years as president and just all that kind of stuff. And so it felt, I was sad I couldn't be there, but it felt nice to be asked to say something. So it was very sweet. And I don't know why I had this. I think I had this about something that else had happened. I don't really remember, but this is a paper strip. I don't even know what you call it. I watched a video from Elizabeth over at Never Hopeless, and she learned it from someone else. So not my idea. But anyway, you just take a strip of paper and then so I did that while watching Netflix or something, and I made a bunch of them. So I put that on there for that day. All right, Wednesday, the 29th, here's another one of those paper strips with little pieces at the top. I worked 9 to 2. I put just a strip here, got home, turned around to drive to soccer. I literally live here. I drive 40 minutes to work this way. I have to drive all the way home some days to get my daughter, and then all the way, literally past my work out to here to go to soccer. So it's ugh. Anyway, so I drove her out to soccer. I hit Planet Fitness that night. If I can't go to my gym, I go to that gym. And I'm eating on plan. I'm prepping every day. So that's, as you guys know, if you listen and follow, that's the eating The eating is what I struggle with. It's never the workouts. So anyway, there's that. All right, Thursday the 30th, summer sailing is starting. I cannot believe it. This is, this is a strip of paper off of one of my paper pads. This looks like arrows to me, which I thought was super cool. It's actually the in-between parts of stickers. So this part, if you can see it, was like flags, like, you know, banner flags. And this part was banner flags that was like, right? And in between it left this. And I thought, oh, that's super cool. So I try to use like whatever I can, trash or whatnot. Here's another paper strip I made. And my son had his first staff party, and because he is coaching all summer, so he had his first staff party / training tonight. So he went to that. And, I took the boy to the dermatologist today. He's getting some sunspots looked at. He gads. He's young for sunspots. The doctor said they were fine, but they sent us to the dermatologist anyway, and that's what this appointment was. The doctor sent him to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist said they're fine. They'll keep their eye on him. But I didn't have to go to the dermatologist till I was a little bit older. But, yeah, growing up on the water, I'm telling you. So he's watching that. And then my daughter had practice, and I hit the gym and then took her to practice. And then the last day of May, you guys, I got a day all to myself. And I normally go with my aunt, who's my husband's aunt. But since we moved out of California, we're no longer able to go. And so I went to the Scrap and Stamp Expo by myself. But I had actually a really good day. So these are the little buttons that I earned that day. And I don't know if you're into this or not, but this is the program guide. So I just stuck all these stamps in here, right? And so they kind of come out like this. So this is the page behind it. And then I just cut up, this is the program. I just cut it all up and decorated the page. And I put some fodder in here from booths I went to. I made like a make and take at their booth. Here's the class schedule I went to. And I took this class. I wasn't going to take a class, but when I was in her booth from Elizabeth Craft Designs, she had a planner that, anyway, I just loved it. Maybe I'll do a showing of that. But anyway, she's like, well, if you're going to buy that, you should take the class, because if you buy the class, you basically get these two things for free and blah, blah, blah. So I ended up taking the class, and that was a super amount of fun. So I put notes on the back about that. This is, again, the dyed paper. And I basically just say I have to get out my die cut machine now if I'm going to use the stuff I got. So this was, this is the Scrapbook magazine. So they were there, and one of the major authors was there, and she was signing copies. So I actually I got the current issue that she signed for me, and then I bought a year's subscription for my aunt, my husband's aunt, for a birthday present. And she does not watch me on YouTube, so we can just talk about it, and she won't know. It's going to be a surprise. So anyway, here is the ticket thing I bought. I bought my ticket ahead of time at a craft store here, and so got to do that. And then, oh my gosh, I was cracking up because I love this business card, and I just saw it. And then I was like, oh, I love that. And I was thinking, oh, my kid would love dodgeball. Like, I love dodgeball. We can never play dodgeball anymore, blah, blah, blah. And you turn it over and it's something completely different. Like, it's not, it's not about dodgeball. It's not inappropriate, but it's not about dodgeball. So I just I'm giggling because I found it. It was on a counter somewhere, obviously, as a message. So anyway, I'm keeping it. So just as a funny reminder. So that is my month of May. I hope you had a wonderful month of May. I enjoy seeing all of your stuff. I enjoy you guys supporting me. If you watch my videos and you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I post at least, once a month. I don't have a regular schedule, but I will, try to be more consistent with it. My goal again is to get one more month into this. So since last month, I did take out a bunch of pages. So I counted for June. I left a few extra in there just in case. And then I ripped out a bunch, okay, to make this book, whatever. But it is like super fat, okay? And then, like I said before, I'm going to have to do something to kind of bind it because it's very difficult. And you can see it's getting very like difficult to write on this page. I know you guys kind of go through that because that's, you know, kind of what it looks like as I'm working on it, right? Okay. So anyway, that was my month of May. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks so much for spending your time with me, and I will talk to you in the next video. Have a great day. I hope you find something today that inspires you. Bye.